This is News Trail, your daily dose.
It's Monday, 23rd June 2025. Welcome to News Trail. I am Adetola Kayode. The tenure of President Bola Tinubu has ended as the chairperson of the Economic Community of West African States Authorities of Heads of States and Government. Just before handing over, Tinubu called on his West African colleagues to operationalize the Ecowas Standby Force as a potent tool to crush terrorism in the sub-region. He said there's a need to translate the Ecowas Standby Force from concept to reality to serve as a regional counter-terrorism force, as no nation can address the challenges of terrorism and external security threats in the sub-region alone. President Tinubu, however, says Nigeria would continue to be committed to the peace, integration, and economic prosperity of the sub-region. The president of Sierra Leone, Julius Biel, has emerged as a successor at the 67th ordinary session of the authority at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. Acknowledging the complexities of the current moment in the region, the Sierra Leonean leader, in his inaugural speech, promised to prioritize restoring constitutional order and deepening democracy, revitalizing regional security cooperation, unlocking economic integration, and building institutional credibility. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says no group has applied for registration as a political party. The electoral umpire insists that associations seeking to be registered as political parties must follow laid-down guidelines and abide by the legal and administrative requirements for registration. National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, says what INEC has received so far are letters of intent and not formal applications. However, over 100 applications are in the waiting, but none has submitted a formal request. The media space has been awash with a request by the All Democratic Alliance (ADA) for registration as a political party ahead of the 2027 elections. ADA has been linked to the coalition being promoted by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former governors Nasiru El-Rufai and Rotimi Amechi. Iran and Israel have continued to trade air missile strikes as the world anticipates Tehran's response to the U.S. attack on its nuclear sites, while U.S. President Donald Trump is raising the idea of a regime change in the Islamic Republic. Iran vowed to defend itself on Sunday, a day after the U.S. joined Israel in the biggest Western military action against the country since its 1979 Islamic Revolution, despite calls for restraint and a return to diplomacy from around the world. U.S. President Donald Trump says monumental damage was done to all nuclear sites in Iran. Trump had earlier called on Iran to forego any retaliation and said government must now make peace or future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. The U.S. launched 75 precision-guided munitions, including bunker-buster bombs, and more than 24 Tomahawk missiles against 3 Iranian nuclear sites. And that's it on News Trail for today. Many thanks for connecting. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, News Trail. And always remember, peace begins with a smile. Have a fantastic week.